Crollo, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk all things trading, finances, and money in general. Please consider subscribing, a lot to learn here, and hit that bell icon so that you are notified when I make a new upload, because these things you must be notified immediately. And also a link to my Telegram channel so that you stay alerted to any of these happenings in the market. So go to the description of this video and subscribe to my Telegram channel. And I'm bringing you this crypto video on a beautiful Sunday from Dubai. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it, because there are a lot of things to see in the immediate short term and also on a bigger scale. And I want to show you a few important indicators and charts that I'm going to be personally looking at right now, just to stay alert of the current situation and understand what is going on. Because I think that right now big players are really manipulating the market, and there are a few things how you could personally check this as well and keep track of that. And yeah, so I'll show you a few tips and tricks in this video for sure. And as always, if you want to get proper trading education, then go to thomascrollo.com, which is my personal trading education, one of the best in the world, a 5-month-long trading learning program with all-inclusive A to Z, and also a really cool discount on it down in the description. So let's just jump right into it. And now this is the current Bitcoin situation. We are trading around 41,000. So we were rejected going below 41K right here, which here I actually thought that we actually stayed below 41K. And I was thinking that maybe we're gonna go lower and break 40K. So, and this didn't happen. It got rejected really quickly, but we are still in this some kind of a squeezing here right now, which is starting to form, which could maybe be something like this, or it might actually break above, and in that case it could be a really interesting long trade with a target of, let me just show you quickly. So the target could potentially be something like this, so 44,000 as a possibility. But again, this kind of a short-term trade could be very dangerous, so make sure you use proper risk and money management. So be really careful with this stuff for sure. And obviously it goes without saying that if we're going to be breaking below, then this is going to be our target of going. Let's move to the daily chart. So obviously this is going to be our target for the immediate short term, which is going to be at around 38,760. But I mean, if we're gonna break below 40, then I think our target is going to be around 30K, you know, in a short-term perspective, within maybe a few weeks or a few days, etc. So but this is something that I'm looking at right now, and to be honest, do I really want to be either longing or shorting from here? This structure is not really as clear as I like to see them. So I'm really reluctant. I'm really, as I said in the previous video, I'm just observing as of right now. If I see something that I really like and I really want to take that risk with a leverage trade of a breakout out of here, either up or down, I certainly will. But as of right now, I'm still contemplating, and I'm trying to put my thoughts together of what I'm thinking right now. Is remember, today is a Sunday, and that means that our weekly candle is going to be closing today. And a lot of people are saying that we want to see, oh geez, let me remove this stuff so it's not in the way. Just 1 second. All right, here we go. So a lot of people are saying that this would be a bad scenario if we would close below 41K, and right now it's actually hovering above 41,000 in a weekly chart. But at the same, it's actually true. But at the same time, what is also important is the MA ribbon, and we are far below the last ribbon. And to be honest, if we're going to be closing below it, that's going to be our entry into an official, in my opinion, an official bear market in the weekly chart. So in the daily chart, we're in the bear market for a while now, but in the weekly, that's what we've been waiting for to see, and we were really hoping to see the market bounce off of this area right here, which didn't happen. And so that's why right now this would be the closure of this weekly candle right here would be an indication of us going into bear market, not just on the daily time frame but also in the weekly time frame. So this is something that you really have to watch out for, and that's why a lot of traders before the end of the day today could actually try and squeeze this level and try to push it the prices high as possible to avoid this scenario of actually going into the weekly bear market officially, as they say. So that's why, the possibility of this squeeze here and breakout could actually be quite realistic, and this is something that you could be watching out for. But again, don't forget that there are two directions that can happen here, and if you're going to be trading either one, just keep your risk in check. But besides these things, there are a few other things that I really want to show you, and that is going to be not this one. This one right here. Actually, wait, let's go first to this one. This is our flow indicator, so to speak. That's the exchange whale ratio, and that's basically tracking the whales that are sending a lot of money into the exchanges, and usually that correlates really well with sell-offs in certain assets. So, and you will also, this is a very good example which was happening right here in this channel going downwards. Big whales have been sending a lot of Bitcoin to the exchange, and look what happened here. But the question really is whether they were actually selling, or just because they don't believe in Bitcoin anymore, or whether they are actually trying to manipulate the market. And in my opinion, there is one interesting way of taking a look at this, and that's not this one, and it's this graph right here. So this is the net transfer volume from and to exchanges, and this includes everything, both the whales as well as just retail traders. And usually this also, the red means that the flow to the exchanges is actually dropping, and the green means that the flow is actually increasing. And usually when the flow is increasing, and as you can see in the price here, the black one is the actual price of Bitcoin, and this is the flow from and to the exchanges. So usually when the flow is increasing, that's obviously, people are sending money to the exchange to sell Bitcoin. So therefore price goes down when everybody's selling. So very simple supply and demand rules. So in this instance right here, you can see that every time when Bitcoin, the flow is increasing, the price is going down. When it's decreasing, then the price is actually going up. So this is usually how it works. But what we are interested in is this area right here. And look, the flow is increasing and the price is increasing as well. And then when it's decreasing, the price is going. So it's going in the opposite direction. So almost like a divergence, so to speak. So this is quite strange. This is quite interesting. And what could be that whales are sending in a lot of money into the market simply to manipulate the price. The whales, what they're doing is they're trying to manipulate the price so that they can actually make people sell Bitcoin or whatever, and to actually buy it back themselves at a lower price. And this is what I think is happening here as well, that they're actually flowing in the money into the exchanges and doing their manipulation thing, and actually buying more themselves down here. And in the chart, basically it could be that they're buying at around 41K, thinking that maybe this is the bottom. Or again, don't forget, please keep this in mind, that big players, they are hodling, they're buying for a long-term perspective, for 1 year, for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. They don't really care. So all that they're doing is they are accumulating Bitcoin, and they're trying to get the best average price. So the lower it is, the better it is. So they're trying to push it down to manipulate the market, and then to buy in at certain levels, at certain resistances and support, but usually support levels that could be the bottom. They don't know either if this is the bottom right now or it's not. So they're not taking any chances, and they are actually buying in right here. And this is what, in my opinion, this is what I'm seeing with this whole situation. And also, this small divergence right here. So this is something to keep in mind. So this, I'm not saying that this is the bottom necessarily, 41K. We'll see how this whole situation plays out, but it could be. So actually, I did purchase just a little bit of Bitcoin right here in this area of 41K, but for my long-term portfolio. So I actually, as I said in one of the previous videos, I wanted to sell Cosmos Atom, and because it was coming to its all-time high, and I wasn't I didn't do it in time, and it bounced off to like $36 now. So I didn't sell it for Bitcoin. I just simply used the USDT I had, and I bought some Bitcoin. Finally, by the way, Thomas Grallo has bought some Bitcoin. But again, I'm gonna keep it for a long time, and in the next video, hopefully I'll cover my overall estimation of Bitcoin price for the coming long-term perspective. And this here is just not a bad place to buy Bitcoin in general, because this could be, and I emphasize, could be a bottom. And also one more important thing I really want to show you is the crypto fear and greed index. And right now we're at extreme fear, but this graph, this gauge here doesn't really show us that very much. What we have to take a look at, and that's the crypto fear and greed index over time. And right now we're pretty much very close to an all-time low of the fear index. And usually, just like we can see here, when it was around the mark of 10, which we were just now at, this is the time when it bounces back. And that's when people actually are becoming more less reluctant to buy, and actually are starting to buy. So this could be one of these situations like in July, when the price finally bounced off, and we saw this all-time high here. So we are right now at the bottom of the fear index. And so this is very simple, guys and girls, and I mean, this is amazing, that when everybody is absolutely super scared to do anything, to buy anything, and they are just selling off and leaving crypto because it's all dead and gone, this is the time to buy. For those who are smart, and that's what whales are doing. When everybody is panic selling, that's when whales are actually buying. So you can be, if you're just buying and holding long term and not doing leverage trading, then this is not a bad time to actually buy Bitcoin. So this is something that I really wanted to show you, and this is something that could make this flag to break upwards. And if it's gonna become nicer one, and if it's going to show a nicer pattern like this and it's going to break out, then I'll most likely, I'll keep an eye on this, I'll most likely trade it with a, as I said, I showed the target before already. So this is something that has to be kept in mind, and this is what I wanted to share with you in this video. Please like the video, share this with as many people as you possibly can. I'm trying to bring this information out to the world, to people, so that people know and use this as an opportunity. And as always, all the links to all the best products in the description, and the chance to win a 2-week trip to Dubai is still there. The winners are going to be announced on the 1st of February. So please go to CrolloTradingShow.com, link in the description, register your free participation and a chance to win a trip to Dubai, which is going to be from the 15th of February down to the end of February. We're going to be trading together. I'm going to teach you all I know about trading, and also we're going to be enjoying my golden cars and all of that. So it's going to be incredible, yachts, restaurants, etc. All right, thank you for watching. Peace and love, Thomas Grallo, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing Sunday.